Have you lost your international passport? Or maybe you got it misplaced, or worse, maybe it got stolen. And you're asking yourself, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Well, in this video, we're going to try to tell you what you could do to remedy this situation if you are in your home country, or maybe even if you traveled to a country abroad. Okay, so if you're interested in this topic, you might want to go down and smash the subscribe button, and while you're down there, click the bell icon to turn on the notification bell, because we always come out with this sort of civil tourism topics every Thursdays. And if you are stopping by for the first time, we thank you for doing us the pleasure of watching our videos. But go a step further and click the like button. It helps us a lot. It tells the YouTube algorithm that this video was valuable to people like you, and they're gonna look for people all around the world and show these videos to. Okay, so why don't you hold on to that thought and give me just 1 second. I'm gonna dash up to the market and I'm gonna be right back with more.
You know the way I do it when I drop lyrical. Anytime I spit lyrical, philosophical. All the niggas mimical, but they stare still on taking literal. Punchlines collateral. Maximum damage.
Hello YouTube, hello Chronicles, how are you all doing today? I hope you're having a good day. I still remain your boy Fuse on the Fuse Chronicles. Now guys, like I said in the introduction, have you lost your international passport, or do you suspect that your international passport has been stolen and you're pulling your hair out wondering what you're going to do to get this situation remedied? In this video, we're going to try to suggest to you things that you could do to remedy the situation. But first, I have to put this out there. I do not work for the Nigerian immigration services. I do not work for any of the immigration services all around the world. I do not work for a customs service of Nigeria, of England, of America, of Australia. I am just making this video out of the experience I had of having my international passport stolen, renewing my international passport, and getting my international passport for the first time. So I'm borrowing a leaf from my experiences and sharing it with people out there, so that when you hear how I got this remedied, how I got this done, you could do the same for yourself. So this video is by no means the opinion of the government of Nigeria, the government of America, or any government of any country around the world. I just thought to put this out there. Now let's get back to the content. Your international passport is the most prized document you can ever travel out of the shores of your country with. Why? Because it is the approved document by the government of your country that instills on you citizenship of that country. If something happens to you while overseas, the first question that's going to be asked is, where is his international passport here? Where is his international passport? What country are you from? It tells anybody who cares to listen that this is you. This is where you're from. This is what makes you you, or what tells people who you really are. So it's a very important document. If you do travel abroad and this gets lost, gets missing, or gets stolen, it's a very big deal, okay? But before we get into what you could do if this document gets missing, stolen, or lost, I think we need to address some misconceptions as to your international passport. Now, before I shoot all my videos, I usually do research online, go into official documents, research papers, and find out what the opinion is on key topics that I decide to talk about in my videos. This is no different. I noticed that there are lots of misconceptions about the international passport. Most people believe that you could travel without an international passport, which is not correct. If you do not have an international passport, you cannot go on international travels, even though you've memorized your international passport number, and you can give it to the people at the checkout desk and the key into their system, and they notice that you have a visa attached to that number. You still cannot travel. You need the physical booklet to make your travels. Another misconception that most people have about the international passport is thinking that if your international passport gets stolen, gets lost, or something happens and you're not in possession of your international passport, you could walk into your immigration service and have them issue a new one for you, a brand new passport. This is not correct. In fact, if your international passport gets expired, you are not going to be issued a new one. And peradventure, you do something, maybe grease some palms with money and make some people go against the existing protocol, and they collect a new biodata from you and issue a new passport. What happens is your biodata in the immigration system for your country are now duplicated. So you have two datas in the system. It's very dangerous because it means if that data goes into the hands of the wrong person and he commits a crime, you're going to be arrested for that. So it's not, in fact, it's not possible. It's not possible. I remember when I lost my international passport, what happened was my car was jacked, someone broke into my car, stole my briefcase. The briefcase contained my laptop, some money, some cash, and some documents, one of which was my international passport. And that international passport had a visa for Italy because I was scheduled to go to Italy for a business conference, and that international passport had a visa stamped on it. I did not report that my passport was stolen. I think it took me over a year and some months before I reported it. This was because my international passport was scheduled to expire in a year and some months. So it was after it expired, that was when I went to the immigration service office. And I went there not even to report that my passport was stolen. I went there to get a new passport done. Because in my mind, the passport has expired. What am I going to do? Get a new one. Is this correct? No, this was totally wrong. And I was to find out the hard way. What happened was, I called my person who works for the Nigerian immigration service, and if you're interested in getting a hookup to get your passport done, you can just leave me a comment down in the comment section. I can share my content with you if you are in Nigeria. This person does it express. You're gonna get your international passport in no time. Okay, let's get back to the topic. Okay, enough of this. Okay, focus. Okay. So I called this person up and I told her I wanted a new passport. I didn't tell her my passport was stolen. I told her I wanted a new passport, and she quoted the sum. The sum, which was this, was it this? No, it was last year, 2021, was 50,000 naira. I transferred the money to the immigration service official account, and I sent her the proof of payment, and she requested my national identity number, my NIN number. I sent it to her, and she started the process. They booked me down for a day when I was going to do my biodata capture, and I went to the immigration service, did the capture. The guy in the immigration service was very off at the time. I was supposed to come with a document, I forgot the document, so I had to pay extra for that document. I think that was also the physical name certificates and stuff like that. So I went there, did my biodata capture. They told me my passport was going to be out in a month. In 2 weeks after I did my biodata capture, I got a call from this person who had sent my proof of payment to get this done for me. And she told me, why did you do this? Why did you do this stuff to me? Why? You told me you didn't have an international passport and you wanted a brand new international passport. Why? And obviously what happened was, after I did my biodata capture, they wanted to key in my metrics into the system, but the system kept rejecting the data that was going in. Apparently, it already existed in the system. Now, this was what I was telling you at the start of the video, that when you want to cut corners, maybe you lost your passport and you want to go to get a new one done, it's impossible because your data already exists in the system. So they're trying to impute it into the system, but it kept rejecting. And when they ran a search, they found out that this name already existed in the system. Suffice to say, the 50,000 naira I paid was gone, and I was mandated to pay another money for passport replacement. It wasn't renewal, even though it had expired, but it was stolen. So a different protocol exists for stolen and lost passport. It's called a passport replacement. Okay? Now what I had to do was simple. I'm going to the object of this video, which is telling you what you can do if your passport gets stolen, lost, or you can't find it anymore and you're sure that there's something wrong and you've lost your passport forever. Okay? So what I had to do while in Nigeria, I'm going to get to what you can do if you're overseas in a minute. Okay, just give me some time. Let me tell you what you can do if you are in Nigeria. I was asked to go to the police station closest to me, the office or to my home, and I was to get a police extract. A police extract basically is you lodging a complaint with the police, telling them, listen guys, my passport was lost, my passport was stolen. And you're going to write a statement, and at the end they're going to give you an official police extract. It doesn't stop there. You have to go to the court. If you are in Nigeria, you go to your nearest magistrate court. It doesn't have to be a Supreme Court, it doesn't have to be a high court. You have to go to a magistrate court to get a legal court affidavit. This is usually issued to you by a court clerk. Okay? When you get these two documents, you go back to the immigration service. The closest one is usually only one per state, so there's no such thing as the closest one. So it could be close, it could be far. It depends on where you are in the state. So you go to the immigration office and you submit the affidavit and the extract to them. When they receive this, you are going to be directed to make a payment. Now for renewal, for replacement is 40,000 naira. Okay, that's what I paid for replacement. Now, if you take to mind that I paid money to get a brand new one done, then I had to come back again and pay for a replacement. It means I've spent minus other surcharges and expenses incurred. Because when you want to get the police extra done, you have to pay. If you want to get the court extra done, you have to pay. So minus all that extra expenses, for just immigration alone, I paid a sum of 90,000 naira. When you submit the police extract and the court affidavit, pay the money, you go for your biodata capture. When you do this, it's different from where you go to do your biodata capture if you're getting your passport, applying for a passport for the very first time. It's very different. It took me 1 to 3 months after my biodata capture, to get my passport replaced, to get it delivered to me. Okay? In the past, this used to be instant. You do your biodata capture, you wait for 30 minutes to an hour, and you get your new passport or your replaced passport. But things have changed. Apparently, there's a shortage of booklets for international passport in Nigeria. That's why the process takes such a long time to get done. Okay? Now, this is for people who are looking for replacements within Nigeria. If you are overseas, if you traveled abroad to study, let's start from study. So maybe you travel to the United Kingdom or to America or to Australia to study, and for some strange reason, you lost your passport. Maybe it got stolen, maybe you traveled somewhere and you forgot it and you can't go back to get it and it cannot be sent to you, so it's gone forever. What you have to do if you travel to study first is go to your school international office, okay, your international students office, and lodge a complaint. I stress it and I repeat it. Go to your international student office and lodge a complaint. Do not go to the police directly, okay? In a foreign country, if you're studying in a foreign country, you are being sponsored by the school, not by your parents, okay? This is one of the most popular misconceptions people have when they go abroad to study. They believe because my parents are providing the money, or I worked and I saved this money, I'm sponsoring myself and my parents are sponsoring me. No, it doesn't work that way, okay? The school is your sponsor. If something happens to you, the authorities go to the school to inquire. They don't go to your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle. They go to the school. So go to the international student office, lodge a complaint. The international student office is going to go to the police on your behalf. lodge a complaint, they're going to reach out to your high commission in the foreign country or the embassy representing your country's interest in that foreign country, and they're going to interface between these two people, the security agency, which is the police, and the high commission or the embassy. When they finish their introduction, or when they go to the police and the high commission or embassy and they've reported these cases to them, your embassy or high commission is going to book an appointment for you to come to get a replacement. Usually passports are replaced for you overseas. If you have an active visa and your passport is not expired, you can do it overseas, okay? So it's very simple, it's very straightforward. You might just have to pay a little fee to get the embassy or high commission to do this, but for the international students office and the police, you don't need to pay anything at all. You're taken care of. If you are traveling to work overseas or you are on vacation and your passports get lost or stolen, you have to go to lodge the complaint to the police yourself, not any other authority. You go lodge the complaint yourself, and by yourself, you have to go to your high commission or your embassy by yourself to tell them, I've lost my passport, I need it to be replaced. Okay? The police abroad usually won't collect money from you, but your embassy and high commission abroad are going to collect a fee to get your passport replaced. It's the same for every country, at least to the best of my knowledge. It's the same for every country. Okay? This is it, guys. This is how you can get your passport renewed if it's expired. Now let's go back to expiration. If you are abroad and your passport gets expired, you would have to come back home to renew it, or you will have to send it somehow, but your presence has to be felt at home, or that passport needs to come home to get it renewed. I do not think, to the best of my knowledge, there's no facility for you to renew your passport abroad. Okay, I've had different people who are abroad having to come back home or go back to their home country to get this done. It's like renewing your visa and all that stuff. There's no time to tell you to go back home and apply and stuff. It's the same for passport renewal, okay? So I want to believe that this video has been helpful in dispelling any doubt as to what you can do if your international passports get lost, stolen, or expired while you're within your country or while you're overseas. If this video was helpful to you in any way, shape, or form, why don't you do your boy a solid? Why don't you go down and smash, murder, brutalize the subscribe button. While you're down there, click the bell icon to turn on the notification bell so when we drop new videos, you will know and you can catch this content while we drop it, okay? And if this video has been useful to you, it has been valuable to you, why don't you go ahead and click on that like button. It's free of charge. You don't pay to do it. It doesn't stress you to do it. You click on it. It helps us a lot. It tells the YouTube algorithm that this video was indeed helpful to people like you, and they're going to look for people like you all around the world and show this video too. So come on, help a brother out and spread in this gospel. Okay? And if you have friends or family members who are complaining to you that they lost their passport maybe within your country or overseas, you already know what to do now. You already have the information to give to them. Why don't you go a step further and share this video with them so they're guided as to how they can go about the application process. Okay? And maybe, just maybe, you've been wondering, Fuse, I keep leaving comments down in the comment section and you don't respond. What is wrong with you, guy? What is wrong with you, man? It's not my fault, guys. When you leave a comment in the comment section, it takes YouTube sometimes 2 to 5 hours, sometimes even 7 hours to notify us that a comment has been left at the bottom of this video. But I can do you one better. You can go on my Instagram and follow me there. You can go on my TikTok, you can go on my Twitter account and follow me there. My Twitter handle, my Instagram handle, my TikTok handle are the same. It's up there at Fuse Chronicles. And don't forget, happiness is a choice. It's your job to be happy. It's your job to make yourself happy, not the position of your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your auntie, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, or your wife to make you happy. It's your job to make yourself happy. So choose to be happy today and have an awesome weekend ahead. Okay? I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye for now.